Coaching.com. I talk to my clients all the time about their kids, right? I'm a marriage coach for people in a mixed faith marriage, Mormons in mixed faith marriages. But kids are, frankly, the result of marriages, and they're so intertwined in the marriage. Is a huge part of the issues that people deal with in a mixed faith marriage. So before my faith transition, my husband and I had a fair amount of conversation regarding our parenting styles and our parenting ideologies. And frankly, at that point, we had some fundamental differences in our approach and our practice. And we still had kids, we still showed up, we did the best we could for them, right? We made it work. Post faith transition seems like the parenting issues can feel compounded. It's one thing to disagree about spanking or timeout, and it's quite another thing to disagree about ear piercing or church attendance or modesty. Or is it? Or is it? I really don't think so. Both require the same skill set. Both require parents to listen to the other, to seek to understand. Both require compassion and respect. Both require flexibility and compromise. They are fundamentally the same tools, techniques, approaches to use when you're talking and making decisions around anything to do with the kids, whether it's before faith transition or after a faith transition. And, the same things, these are all needed. They're fundamentally the same when it comes to making joint decisions on how to decide and how to, follow through with your parenting. And I've seen in my experience, sometimes parenting, when in a mixed faith marriage now, and there's this feeling of not being on the same page, and that the parenting choices are now more difficult or carry more weight or different than before, what a lot of times happens is a parenting vacuum. When we think there's no common ground and we think this is too hard or these issues are too sensitive, then oftentimes no decisions are made. No teaching is taking place. Everyone is just coasting or ignoring the differences, or maybe parenting behind the other parent's back because they're not willing to talk to each other, to communicate with each other about what to do. And frankly, it makes sense because when they do, it's so fraught with the pain of the faith transition and the mixed faith marriage. So this is really a basic communication issue. That's all this parenting stuff usually is it comes down to communication. And I see communication issues on two main levels. I see this inner communication work and I see outer communication work, both super important. Outer communication issues can be easily addressed with learning listening skills, communication techniques. You learn the skills, you practice the skills, you get better. The inner work is a little different. And the inner work is just as vital, and frankly, it's usually overlooked. And the inner work is largely deciding how you want to feel, what you want to think about parenting, your mixed faith marriage, your spouse, all of these things, how you want to feel and how you are going to show up. That's the inner work. Deciding how you think and feel and how you want to make parenting decisions with your spouse when you don't see eye to eye, that inner work is absolutely vital. Deciding what you want to believe about your spouse, about your differences, this is the inner work I'm talking about. Because if you have perfect communication techniques, but you're showing up to that conversation frustrated, your communication will not help you. It won't help. You have perfect I statements and validation statements, but you're annoyed, your communication is going to suffer. You need to address the inner and the outer together to really make your communication work. And I teach both to my clients. They're both really important skills. One-on-one coaching is one of the most powerful ways to tackle both the inner and the outer realm. To look at what you can say and do, but more importantly, what you need to think and feel in order to say and do it. Sometimes we try to push through and just act in a certain way, even though we don't feel a certain way, and it doesn't work, or it comes across as inauthentic or fake, or it's really hard to do on a consistent basis. We're able to do it here and there, but not in the consistent way we want to, especially in parenting. So if this is something that you have seen come up in your mixed faith marriage, where your parenting has fallen into that parenting vacuum and teaching isn't happening and talking about important things isn't happening, let's talk. One-on-one coaching is what you need. Trust me. One-on-one coaching is what you need. It is one of the most effective approaches to dealing with relationship struggles that I know of. Go to brookeboothcoaching.com. There's a way you could be able to sign up for a free call. I offer just a handful every month. Get yours. Let's talk. Find out what's going on with your parenting, with your mixed faith marriage. Let's see if coaching can help you close that vacuum and get back to parenting in a way that you feel good about. It's possible. All right, wishing you the best.